Happy Thursday! Welcome to Get Your Play Online. My name is Rachel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these fun fall apple glitter jars. You can use these as decorations to put in your room, you can use it as a centerpiece, or you can just have them around the house. I think they're really going to brighten up some of those gloomy fall days. So for this activity, you are going to need a small circular jam jar like this, some water, clear liquid glue, some glitter of course. The example that I showed you had red glitter, but this time I decided to try doing green glitter because I really like green Granny Smith apples. You're going to need some green paint and a paintbrush, of course. You are also going to need a pencil and a pair of scissors with a little bit of green construction paper, a little bit of brown pipe cleaner, and then lastly, you are going to need a hot glue gun. So for this step, I recommend that you ask an adult to help you plug in and use this just to make sure that everyone is safe and that we are as careful as possible. Let's get started. So before I started, I laid down some extra scrap paper that I had laying around the house just in case. We know that things can get a little bit messy, so this will help with the cleanup later. So we are going to start by pouring 1/4 cup of water into our mason jar. Just like that. Next, we are going to put 1/4 cup of clear liquid glue into our mason jar. So it's funny how this looks pretty much like water, but it is more gooier and thicker than is water. Ooh. And then we're going to pour it into our mason jar. If you have like a popsicle stick, or I've got a plastic spoon to just help scrape the glue that gets stuck in the bottom of the measuring cup. That way you can get as much of the glue in it as possible. I'm just going to set this off to the side. Next, for my favorite part, we are going to be putting 3 teaspoons of the glitter color of choice into our mason jar. So like I said before, I picked green because I like Granny Smith apples. So maybe when you're picking your color of glitter, you can think about what your favorite kind of apple to eat during the fall is. So that was 1, 2, and then 3. So after we've poured our glitter into our jar, we are going to fill up the rest of the jar with water, just to this line right here. So now we can put our lid on our jar, and if you would like to, you can give it a little shake and just see the water, the glue, and the glitter all start coming together. So now we are going to paint the lid of our mason jar green. So take a little bit of green paint, and I have a paper plate that I like to use when I'm painting. So put a little bit of green paint on your plate, and then you're going to take your paintbrush and you're just going to start painting all over the lid. Just like that. And it'll probably take, depending what kind of paint you use, it might take up to an hour to dry. But like I said, it just depends on what kind of paint that you decide to use. So for our next step, we're going to make the stem for our apple. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your little bit of brown pipe cleaner and you're going to fold it in half like this, so both ends meet each other up top like that. And while you're doing this, now would be a good time to ask a parent to plug in that hot glue gun that you're going to use, because we're going to use that to glue this to the top of our mason jar lid. So once you have it folded in half, you are going to turn it upside down like this, and you're just going to twist these 2 ends together. Now this step isn't super necessary, but I just find it makes it thicker, like a thicker stem, so it's more sturdy. And then when you have gotten your ends all twisted up, you're going to bend the bottom end like this, so it kind of creates a little bit of a stand, so when we put it on top, it helps it stand up a little bit. So when your hot glue gun is nice and warm, what you're going to do is you're gonna put a little bit of hot glue just on the bottom here. And we are carefully just going to put it on top of the jar, more in the center like this. So one of the last things that we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a little leaf to glue to the stem of our apple. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your little bit of green construction paper and your pencil, and you're gonna draw a leaf. So what you can do is it's kind of like an oval, but it's more squished. So you can start by drawing a curved line, just like that, and then draw a line that meets both ends, like this. So we have a little leaf. And then we're gonna cut that out. So once you've cut out your leaf, you're again going to take your hot glue gun and carefully put just a little dab of hot glue onto your leaf. It's a little bit stringy. And then you're just going to put it at the bottom or wherever you would like on your stem. So I'm gonna put mine down at the bottom here. And there you go. That is how you make an apple glitter jar. So now that you've made one with one color, you can try making it with red or yellow, or maybe you can even do kind of a mixture because some apples have red and yellow spots on it. Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to check out our other videos and some other fun crafts that will be coming to you every Thursday now. See you later.